Why am I half naked falling through golden rings? Find out in this episode. Welcome everyone, MrBixx here with another episode of my last play before GTA 6. Just to recap, last episode we purchased an auto shop, did a couple auto shop contracts, delivered some client vehicles, and made some money. Today we are going to continue that trend. We are going to buy/earn a new business. So we're starting up the first and last dose missions. We got a call from Ron. He's actually from main story mode and also some online features. He's a friend of Trevor's and he called us over to Trevor's old Ace Liquors. Oh, what is going on here? We got some indie pro wrestling going on. Okay. You know what? This is already better than the stuff I see on TV. Elbow! Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to be introduced to Jax right here. He's going to be our new contact. And he's going to be the main character we're going to be helping out through the first and last dose missions. Then we got Lab Rat. It was pretty cool. A little wired, but pretty cool. Not sure how much of this I can show on YouTube. Skippy. So there's Chef from story mode, along with Ron, of course. And there's Luchadora. She's also part of this whole freaky freak shop gang. Frickin' freaky freak shop gang. Say that if you can. Now, basically, to sum up their story, they're new in town. They got to contact Wade, who's also from story mode, who gives them a lead on this place because Trevor's gone somewhere. Who knows where Trevor's gone? Maybe back to Canada. And they've already managed to piss off the Lost MC. So now we're gonna start a shootout. This is basically a retread of a Trevor mission from story mode. Yeah, show me your butthole. Kind of like Dex. We just gotta mark out some of these Lost MC members. It's not too hard now that we've leveled up. Just watch your health. Get some snacks before you start these missions. Use cover. So we meet up back with Dax after this, and he tells us they stole his van, and he wants help getting it back, so we're gonna help him out. And of course, my car is missing. Wonderful. The Armor Kuruma is actually gonna be our best friend through a lot of these missions. It's gonna save us a lot of lives. But for this first one, we're gonna head over to a dock. We're going to pick up a boat because apparently they have a boat, and we're going to go across the Alamo Sea, and we're going to go mark out some more Lost MC members. So I'm just going to casually come up here, and I'm just going to start picking these guys off. I'm just going to make a route for myself so I can kind of just run over and grab the van and take off. Boy, it was on red for that one. Alright, let me snack up. We're heading back to pick up Dax from Liquor Ace. Just a quick tip, if you head off-road, enemies won't follow you. At least not right away, or certain ones won't follow you. And you can kind of avoid being shot, taking damage, taking vehicle damage. All we really got to do is head back to the city to the abandoned warehouse. This warehouse was actually Trevor's in another online heist mission, one of the original heists, and we're here. We get 40 grand for this one, and then we also get a first time bonus. We'll get a first time bonus for each one that we do, and there's our 50 grand bonus and some career progress. Before we get started on our second first dose mission, we're going to go inside the freak shop. And the freak shop has a weapons workshop. We can upgrade some of our weapons to Mark II variants. And I'm going to do that to the special carbine. Maybe a couple others. Let's see. Upgrade. Expensive upgrade. We're going to splurge on this one and get all the upgrades for this that we can. All right, first dose 2. So this one's quite easy. We're going to head over to terminal and pick up some supplies. Seriously, Dax, you can't supply a truck for this? Alright, we're gonna steal this truck. Now we're just gonna pick up the supplies. Oh yeah, look at those driving skills, folks. Alright, let's head back. Oh no, it's the Lost MC. How could they possibly find me? Another tip, just press X or A on Xbox, I believe it is, to duck. Alright, supplies are on fire. Gotta detach. And of course, Dax is mad. So we gotta go over to the Lost MC Clubhouse and clean house, basically. We're here. Now let's mark out everybody. You gotta be careful in this clubhouse. There's one guy that just bum rushes you. Oh, there he is. And then there's another guy with a shotgun. And there he is. Alright, everyone's taken out. So we gotta go in this office and take a photo for Dax. And then we're gonna steal their supply. So we're gonna grab a bag. And load up some grass here. And then we are gonna leave. But they've called reinforcements. Just blow everybody out of the way. Steal a car. And we're out of here. And of course the freak shop is right down the street. And mission passed. 36,000 for that one. Not too bad. And a first time bonus. So we're getting right into the next one. First those 3. And what a surprise. We're going to pay the Lost MC another visit at Stab City. So like I said earlier, the Armakuruma is going to be our best friend for this. We're going to take the Armakuruma all the way to Stab City and we're going to stay in the car. And we're going to just pew pew pew, pew 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 all these guys. Blow up the barrels, blow up the tanker trucks, blow up the vans. And then once Dax is satisfied with all that, we are going to head over to Miller's Fishery and work out some more Lost MC and loot some math. We're going to take a whole bunch of math from these guys. We're going to take 10 maths from this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maths. Because, you know, we need numbers. Dax loves math. So really just stay in your Armakuruma. Take your time. Once you clear the fishery, the only Lost members that respawn is ones on bikes. They come in every once in a while. So we got that math. We got that math. We got that math. Some math down here. More math. Then there's some math on the dock too. So once we've collected the last bit of math, we're going to steal a dodo. Now if you play this with some buddies or other randoms, the Lost actually have a helicopter coming after you when you're flying. But if you're solo, you're solo. They only shoot at you from the ground. So we're back at the freak shop, and all we gotta do is land in the storm drain. And perfect water landing. Another 40,000 for that. And another 50 for a first time bonus. First dose 4, uncontrolled substance. Alright, we got Luchador here. And Dax again. And there's Lab Rat pulling up. And this is where we meet Mutt for the first time. Mutt's gonna come in big later. Oh, these goofballs. You know, I look at this and I think we could have had a Trevor DLC. And of course, they gave us a beer laced with stuff. And now we're gonna freak out. Lab Rat becomes a rat. I take it back, these guys are kind of annoying too. Oh look, Bigfoot. Alright guys, this is where I'm gonna leave you. And I'll catch you after this one. This one you just have to survive, pretty much. You just go through the steps. And we're back. So we gotta come down from our trip, and we've crashed. Everyone admit it, you've had days like this. Trip survived. We got 28,000 for that, and a first time bonus also. Up in Adamberger. So we're gonna get into first dose 5. Make war, not love. And Dax has called us to meet him at a hippie camp. So we're gonna head over to Blaine County and meet up with him. So we're gonna pull up, and we're gonna mark out some hippies. Again, we're gonna just stay in our Kuruma and just pick them off. And once we pick these guys off, we're just gonna launch some grenades inside these tents and destroy some of their equipment. Once we're done with that, we need to find where some other vans are and then go destroy them. One down. Another down. Man, this crewman does not like off-road. So once we've got the last of the vans, we're going to head over to the altruist camp. All the way to the altruist camp. And once we get there, again, we're just going to stay in our Kuruma and just pick off the rest of these guys, get the rest of these vans exploded. Once we destroyed the last van, a helicopter shows up, and we just take that out. And then we make our escape. And we are just going to jump right off and make our way down. Mission passed, and another $40,000 and first time bonus. So right into the last of the first dose missions. Off the rails. We're going to head over to Humane Labs. Again, we're going to take our Kuruma. You can do some of this stealthy, but I just go in guns blazing. Especially since I'm in my Kuruma. So we'll take out some security, and then we're just going to park our Kuruma right here at these doors in the back. And make our way to the keypad. So we're just going to make our way over to this keypad. Nice ram! And there's a few more guys to pick off. So there's an inventory we take a photo of. And then we're going to load up on some chemicals. And then Dax gets back to us. Says there's this neat truck on a train. So we're going to leave and go get that truck. So we're going to leave, stop the train, and then get the truck. And our Kuruma's right there waiting for us. And now we just head to the switching station. Once you get about halfway down this road, you can just go to the left. And the train track is right there. And you just follow the train track right to the switching station. So we're here. Gotta rush over to the lever. And that's gonna switch the track and derail the train. Hence, off the rails. And then we're going to make a stop by this quarry, pick up a tool bag. Sorry guys, I got some business. I don't have time to talk. Grab the bag, and then we're off. And then just follow the train track all the way down again. The track will lead you directly to where you need to go. I'm not sure I like that green glow, Dax. At least I'm in one of these suits. So we're going to encounter some more Merryweather guys. And we'll just stay in our Kuruma for the most part. And we'll pick them off. And then we need to hop up to these containers and open them up and check what's inside and get some more chemicals. And there's one. There's pretty much one on each set. And helicopters show up, but you can easily take those out. Some more Merryweather guys. Just stay in the Kuruma and you'll pretty much be safe. Alright, so we worked our way and we got our last chemical. And the last thing we want is going to be this truck that's up here. And this is actually going to become our acid lab. And then it's just a drive back to the freak shop. You don't really need to worry about the Brickade's health. I mean, unless you are really slow or do some real damage to it, just drive straight, watch your health, snack up, and you should be good. And mission passed. Another $40,000 and a $250,000 first time bonus. So we're heading over to a warehouse. We're going to pick up some equipment to get our acid lab set up. And as soon as we get there, it starts the acid lab setup. For this, we'll mark out some guards and then do one of the most annoying missions ever. Wow. Such good forklift skills. This is the best mission ever. Oh, go forklift yourself. My god, now that that's done, just head back to the freak shop. Alright, our acid lab is equipped. Of course, before we do that, we gotta pay to get everything installed. And now, we have an operational acid lab. Now this is probably one of the best solo businesses out there. The sale missions are easy, you don't need anyone extra. It makes around $375,000 in full product. And you make around $500,000 in a full session, but the Acid Lab goes on double money quite often. If you guys want a full guide on the Acid Lab business, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Dildo Man on there. So I'm gonna get straight into the Last Dose missions now. And with the Last Dose missions, we are actually gonna get a vehicle at the end of it. Another vehicle, but not a business. But not a vehicle that's a business. I mean, this time we got a vehicle that's a business, but next time we just get a vehicle. Now that everyone's confused. Alright, Last Dose, first one. This is an intervention. Alright, we got Lab Rat here, and he's went all cockadoo. Somehow this irritates Dax, who pulls out an RPG. Dax, I think this might be a little bit of an overreaction. Alright, he actually shot that shit. You know, I just noticed Dax has a 69 on his jersey. Alright, there's some dudes here. And they grab Lab Rat. Oh, now you're all... I want my Lab Rat. Ooh. Bro. Dax. You shot a RPG at a van that could blow up with Lab Rat. Okay. So now we're into the mission and it's basically a shootout. This is another retread of a Trevor mission. Series A heist. Basically, this little part. Different people, but pretty much the same. So we're just gonna murk out a whole bunch of people in white suits. Some helicopters show up. Look at that action imagery. Let's show off our badassery instead. And then more helicopters show up. You know, these missions are kind of tough, but they're fun too, man. Who doesn't like just an old-fashioned shootout? Alright, that's the last of them. So we gotta go back to Dax. Luchador on her phone like nothing happened. Lucha, that brat, was kidnapped. Lucha, I think you need to show just a little bit more sympathy. Alright, so we're gonna keep this rolling. Last Dose 2. The usual suspects. So we gotta just visit different locations and murk out some guys, talk to some hippies. If you play with friends, you get like 4 or 5 locations you gotta visit. But if you're solo, you get 3. First one's the hippies. You take them out, and then you need to intimidate the main hippie, and she knows nothing. And then we visit the Lost again. My gosh, how many Lost members are there? I've like taken out like 200 at least, or more. I've definitely taken out more than 200. And then we intimidate the boss here. And of course, he knows nothing. He runs away. Now we gotta talk to another hippie boss. Oh my god, where is this? Where is this location? I don't think I've ever had this location before. Dude, where is this location? Seriously, I am starting to get annoyed. Where is this location? Oh, there's stairs here? Was there always stairs here? Alright, take out these guys. Intimidate this guy. Dax actually wants to talk to this guy. Blah, 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 blah. I don't have time. Let's go. So then we're off to Elysian Island. And we're going to find a warehouse. Then we just need to hack into it. Simple hack. And then we need to find some clues. Our first clue over here. And we got to take a photo. Some more clues. And some more clues. And then we gotta take a photo of some photos. You know what, guys? I think this is your problem. My picture is not up there. And then some guards show up. And you just take them out silently. You pick up a key card. And then we're off. All we gotta do is leave Elysian Island. And mission passed. We get 100,000 first time bonus for that one. Into Last Dose 3, Fried Mind. So we're gonna go over to Fried Mind HQ. That's what we figured out with all the clues that we got from the last mission. And Dax is hurting. He's going all loopy. Took, I don't know, too little drugs, too much drugs. So we'll come over here to a keypad. We'll use the key card that we got from last mission. So I'm going to try to do this one stealthy. Head to the stairs. Then we encounter some more guys. Now there's another guy there. If you just wait, he'll go up to to the side here and you just take this one out. Come right out. And take him out. And then there's one more right here. And you can just come up, melee him. And then there's two more upstairs. Pew! Pew! See? Easy. And then on the inside, you can just sneak in. Take him out. What? There's no way he saw me. Okay. So much for silent. Alright, let's take all the rest of these guys out. Alright, we need to find a clipboard and some keys. Alright, let's make our way out. Now, during the middle of all this, Lucha calls and says she's going to meet us. We're going to meet her at the basement. So if we just jump this rail, we're going to be all the way down at the basement. And then... Lucha, you had one job! Lucha, you had one job. You had one job, Lucha. You were right there. You were right there. Oh. Hi, MrBixx. Lucha, shoot the guy. How would that... How is he still alive? Lucha. Lucha, you have a gun. Lucha, you have a gun. You could have shot him. Oh my... Oh, you are on my shit list, Lucha. You're on my shit list, Lucha. No, don't speak to me. Shit list. Okay, so we get in here, and we got a few more guys to take out. Once we're done, it starts a cutscene, and we meet our villain of this last dose missions, Dr. Freelander from Story Mode, who's still alive somehow. And he tells us he wants Lab Rat. All these people are goofy. So he wants to recruit Lab Rat, and now he wants to recruit me. What? This is your problem. You're still on my shit list, Lucha. Alright, so she grabs a chair. And somehow the lights go out. And she goes all WWE. And then we get in the car. And then we just need to get back. So I recommend not taking the yellow line. I would just go your own way. Really. You'll avoid a lot of enemies just going your own way. And mission passed. You only got 18,000 for that? Ah, Lucha. Alright, we're getting into the last dose 4. Checking in. So we gotta make our way to Freelander's rehab clinic. We're pulling into this thing. And we're not even gonna slow down. We're just gonna go right on in. Screw these guys. Come up here. Go right up to the door. And then it starts a cutscene. We're blasted with some chemicals. And then we start tripping. And I'm going to see you at the end of this one. This is another one of those ones you just have to go through the motions. Alright, trip survived. Let's start up this last dose mission. Last dose 5, BDKD. Lucha found a plane. We gotta go get in the plane. Not sure why I didn't just take a car. I don't know why you parked the plane so far away, Lucha. So we're flying over to LSIA. Dax has come into some information. We need to head off Freelander from leaving the country. Really, all we gotta do is get close enough to this cargo plane. We gotta hack it. It's pretty simple. You can head off the plane, and then you just hover close to it. Just fly above it like this, like I'm doing. Whoop, whoop, and watch the back wing. Cargo bay opens up, and then we fly right on in. Just like another Trevor mission. And then there's some more white scrub guys to get rid of. So we make our way to the flight deck, which activates another cutscene. There's no pilot. And there's Dr. Freelander hiding in a box with the titty mag. And he's gone. To somewhere. Oh, all this time, get Dr. Freelander. Okay, yeah. Sure. We don't care about him. Oh, whatever. Alright, so we gotta land the plane. This is awesome. I'm gonna show off my expert landing skills. Oh man, I wish they had to let me land this big thing. Alright, Dax has a truck. Now we're just gonna load up everything. And of course some police come. We gotta hold them off. You know, at the start of this, there was a whole bunch of hooligans. And now it's only me shooting. Because I know Lucha doesn't shoot. Doesn't shoot anybody. Alright, Dax is done. So we're gonna snack up and head right towards the truck. We're gonna take off. And just like with the van much earlier in this episode, if we go off-road, the police won't follow. Now all we gotta do is head back to the freak shop and lose the cops. Alright, we're back. And I'll start one final cutscene and mission passed. Yep. Now we're on top of Mount Chiliad, half naked. We get $100,000 first time bonus on that one. So at some point, Dax is gonna call us and say that we have a car somewhere. Alright, Dax called us. He told us there's a car waiting by Fried Mind headquarters. So we just gotta go pick it up. And here we are. Now we get our second free vehicle. So this is gonna become sort of our main vehicle from now on. So we got our armor crewman, we got this one. This one's a little quicker. We can put some Amani tech on this one at some point. So to wrap things up, we did the first and last dose missions. We got our acid lab. We got our acid lab set up and producing product. We got a free vehicle in the Ocelot Virtue. We got a ton of first time bonuses. And also from the looks of it, we got a ton of career progress too. We even got some tier 4 progress here because we did. Oh my God, Lucha, you're on my shit list again. That was the only one I didn't die on. The Fried Mind. That's the only one I died on. The Fried Mind was the only one I died on. God damn it, Lucha. Alright, I'm sorry. I need to take care of this. Be back. Alright, I feel better now. So as I was saying, we got a whole bunch of career progress on this one. Our acid lab, a free car, a bunch of first time bonuses, and a bunch of money. And we have an acid lab business operating. Well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, we're going to continue on building our wealth. If you liked this video, be sure to smash that like button. Click the dislike if you didn't, but always be sure to subscribe and click the bell for future videos. Thanks for joining me, and I am out.